Hello, SpeedGaming Prime. Welcome to another matchup in the Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past 2022 main tournament. I am Jaxie, and today I am joined by Koi on comms. How are we doing?
I feel like I always confuse people if I call it like SpeedGaming 1 or SpeedGaming Prime. Because it's just SpeedGaming, you know? And somebody's going to actually go to twitch.tv/SpeedGaming1 and be really confused.
Okay. So we've Penny Royal Oil versus B-Train. This is game 3. So winner takes all. And our mode for today is MC Boss Shuffle. So that means maps and compasses are shuffled in the wild, and we have a full boss shuffle, which means we have 3 pairs of 2 random, or 2 pairs. You get what I'm saying? Whatever. 2, yeah. So 2 copies of 3 random bosses, and then 1 copy of everything else. Is that right?
I don't know. I just watch the game.
Okay, here we go.
It's so rarely important to keep track of which copies you've seen or not seen.
Yeah. It's not really like the most important thing.
Unless you've like seen 2 Trinexes and pendants and you don't have to worry about the ice rod. Like it's still gonna be a concern until the end of the game.
Yeah, we would really like to avoid Trinex, because Trinex is not fun.
P-Train pausing to let Penny Royal Oil catch up. Very sportsmanlike of him. We can always look to P-Train as an example of class, definitely. Not style, given his sprite, but class. Definitely class.
And meanwhile, we're going to have a little bit of sync, and P-Train just broke the sync. GT compass, that's the one compass that's not useful in any way.
Oh my, Penny Royal Oil. 50-50 bushes, let's do it. I hate it. I hate it much. Alright, let's see how lucky he gets. 2 bushes here with each with a 50% chance. Or 1 out of 2.
Yeah, leaving it all up to RNG. Sometimes it can bite you.
2 out of 4.
I mean, that's not bad.
That's par, right? That's par. I didn't see what was in the crab drop. The crab drop. P-Train went through it too fast.
Hello.
Oh, Penny Royal Oil. There's progression on the race game. That's bad. Because he only got 2 bombs. Now you see P-Train killing extra enemies here. He's going to get a different tree pole. Is the objective. So our first tree pole was the tier 1, so he'll get the tier, I think, 3 here. And hopefully it's something good. Oh, sword on the library. Okay. Probably going to come back for that later.
Yeah, we hope.
P-Train's pull, just magic, not very helpful. But he did find bombs in the Lost Woods, so it's all good.
Yeah. Should be enough to get through CAC.
And unfortunately, Penny Royal Oil has kind of locked himself into this, okay, I guess I gotta open the bomb shack play, which is unfortunate. Oh, he's actually gonna do Chicken House. Okay, I'm surprised he does this. Because he doesn't have any rupees to buy bombs.
Yeah.
So even after committing the time to the 50-50 bushes, he's still gonna have to just get lucky. Okay, I guess we're doing another 50-50 bush. Fails it. Why did you do chicken house? I mean, as much as I don't like 50-50 bushes and I don't like the bomb shack, in the position he was in, it made way more sense for him to commit to that. I think maybe he just didn't realize it was on his last bomb when he did chicken house.
Probably.
Oh, cute. The rats are in the bomb pack.
Alright, so Kakariko, well, I didn't catch what was in the first chest. Just piece of heart in the back. More health. Arrows.
Well, there were no bombs in the well or blindside out, so Pennyroyal Oil definitely made the right call by not diving in there and hoping for the best.
Oh, there we go. There's a glove.
But you can see P-Train's route works out way better. Where's for P-Train? Yeah, but he has rupees. He'll just buy bombs. He's fine. Well, he'll do one last-ditch effort to maybe save the 50 rupees, but then he'll go buy them. I'm not super shocked about Pennyroyal Oil doing the 50-50 bushes and stuff. I'm just shocked that he did it before checking Lost Woods, because like typically you would check Lost Woods, and if you don't find bombs after that, then you save and quit, do the 50-50 bushes, and then you can save and quit out of Blind's hideout. It's like even if there wasn't something on Bottle Merchant, or if he didn't have to go back to Bottle Merchant, he would still walk out of Blind's hideout here though to go to Lost Woods because he hadn't been there yet.
Yeah. So yeah, so all we found in Kakariko is we found a map to ice, we found a Hera compass, we have a fire rod, we know where a sword is, and we have a glove.
If you say so. He doesn't pick up the bombs.
I would absolutely pick up the bombs.
There was very little reason not to pick up the bombs. Wait, I mean, he only has 4. It's not like he has tons of other weapons. It does seem a little weird that you wouldn't want those 3 bombs. You don't need them, sure, but you want them.
Okay, back of escape. 3 things. Money, and a small key. It's in logic to do Dark Cross.
It is kind of annoying though with this equipment.
Oh yeah.
Like you can use the fire rod to light the torch, but then you're still using another fire rod shot or a bomb to kill the rat.
Which is not.
But because it is map compass shuffle, it's guaranteed to be an item in Dark Cross.
Yeah.
So yeah, now because he didn't pick up those bombs, like going to Mini Moldorm Cave isn't a very good option for Pennyroyal Oil. Because you spend 1 bomb to open, and now you have 3 bombs and 2 fire rod shots, which is enough, but not a lot.
Yeah, not a whole lot of leeway, and you don't really want to mess it up. There's a Moon Pearl and a Mire.
Well, it's looking more like we're gonna get Death Mountain before the Dark World. P-Train not wanting to walk to Ice Rod Cave, heading over to the dam.
Interesting. I don't know if I necessarily agree
This
with
is just the other side of Dam to Ice Rod.
Oh.
He's just doing Mini Moldorm to Agina. This is just instead of orphaning Agina, he's orphaning Ice Rod Cave. This is a very normal play. It's just the opposite side of what we typically see. In a way, it makes a lot more sense because there's more opportunities to do Ice Rod Cave later.
Yeah, we could find a flute.
Flute and flippers, where desert is you're not doing that. You're not doing Agina unless you get flute or book, and the book isn't immediately going to desert, right? Always, like the flippers are immediately going to flipper checks. So definitely a nice pickup there for Pennyroyal Oil. It's gonna solve our resources problem for Mini Moldworm Cave.
Yeah, so he's gonna pick up his Moonpearl and his Mire.
And the way Pennyroyal Oil has routed the South Shore is going to make going to Ice Rod Cave a lot easier. Where for P-Train right now, if he wants to go to Ice Rod Cave, it's one trip all the way down and across for one check in there. So if there's anything in Ice Rod Cave, this is going to be a big advantage for Pennyroyal Oil for the time being. But P-Train's not going to skip it forever. He'll go there eventually. He's just trying to put it off for now.
P-Train is going to do Front of Escape.
Yeah, it feels a little bad to go back to Front of Escape so soon after doing the Uncle start, but this is his best option at the moment. Unless he wants to go up to Hera, which isn't terrible, just out of logic.
And there's no guarantees. And if Hera, well, you have the Fire Rod, so it doesn't matter if Hera's fire locked. There's no guarantees that I'll actually be able to beat whatever boss is at the top of Hera.
Yeah. I mean, as long as it's not Vitreous.
I mean, Vitreous in general, in boss shuffle in general, is horrible.
The horrible thing is Vitreous is, I think it might be in Logic with this equipment.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, well, nothing in Ice Rod Cave, so no fear for P-Train.
That is going to weigh on his mind, though.
I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
P-Train's not really like that. Dude, you watch my stream too often, Jaxie.
I do.
I worry about stuff like that constantly. P-Train's gonna brush it off. He'll be like, yeah, I'll get to it when I get to it. It's fine. Putting that mirror to use. Now we can go do Dark Cross, which is in Logic with our Fire Rod. Where is our progression? Maybe it's just Hammer right here in Dark Cross. That's the dream.
I mean, Zora's in Logic. We do have a glove.
That is not the dream. That's the nightmare.
Dude, that was just the first thing that came to mind.
But I imagine after this check, we're going to see our runners... Oh, the other sword. Nice. Our runners go over to Sahasrah's hut with an option for Eastern.
We've seen 3 swords.
Yeah, maybe we won't need that one in the library.
Half magic, as much as we'd like that. Well, we'd probably get it. I don't know.
I'm surprised he checked the island there. Usually you only do that if you're also going to the shop for some reason. Pennyroyal Oil is setting up a death warp because he forgot he has the mirror. Yep, he just forgot.
In Green Planet is vanilla.
And no help in Sahasrahla. We're going into Eastern. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
See, now this is the point where P-Train might start thinking, I hope it's not Ice Rod Cave. I doubt he's worried, but he doesn't want that to happen.
Yeah.
Both runners went to Agina's Cave. It was a sword. The only in-logic checks we haven't seen are Eastern and Zora. And we do have the option to climb the mountain, but it is not in logic at this time. Good. And we know Ice Heart Cave is nothing, although P-Train hasn't been there. It's probably Eastern, guys. It's gonna be here.
Yeah. Oh my God! Is it
oh look,
Agaseed?
Logical access to the mountain.
And also
Agaseed.
that.
You think it's an Agaseed?
No, well,
With
we
the
have
items we
access to
found?
Aga.
I mean, yeah, I guess. That
We
doesn't
have
mean
access
it's an
to Aga,
Agaseed.
and we also have, yeah, as you said, we have mountain access. But I think we're gonna check the mountain first. I don't think we would want to do.
The concern here with thinking it's an Agaseed or not is, okay, so you kill Aga, sure, that's in logic.
Yeah.
Then what?
Exactly. You could do that.
That's why we're not going to Aga.
Yeah.
At this time.
Yeah. I don't think that our runners are particularly interested in killing Aga, especially considering the fact that there's, even with this equipment, there's not really a whole lot you could do. Like, sure, you could do Catfish, but that's it. And Pod.
You might have gone to the mountain before Eastern. I think that the big draw that would pull you away from the mountain is, first of all, Eastern is more dense than normal, like you said. But also, it's boss shuffle. So, like, yeah, I can get to Hera, but it might be Cold Stare, and I have one sliver of magic. It might be Vitreous, and I got nothing to make that not horrible. Can it be a boss we can't kill? No, I think it has to be a boss we can kill, but they're not all easy. P-Train skipped Ice Rock Cave and then also had a better Kakariko route. Well, if it's Vidi, I mean, I'm avoiding that as long as I can with this equipment.
I mean, it's totally doable.
What is it?
It
It's
just
like
sucks.
the flute. Oh, we got double access to the mountain now.
Yeah, let's go there. I think that's a good choice.
It's probably Cold Stare in Hera, and then he drops the small key, so you can't even get the refill from doing Hera Basement if you wanted to.
Hera Basement does have a full magic.
I don't think you farm magic before finding out what the boss is, though.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's just vanilla Moldorm, you know, that's possible.
And that's probably the... Well, I mean, I think it's the best thing that could be in that arena. Aside from maybe, like, Mothula.
Helma's not the worst, but it is kind of annoying. No, you go to Ice Rod Cave. This is the part I never understand about the Ice Red Cave and Agina skip. Okay, so yeah, you skip it early because you don't want to walk there because it's slow. But then when you get the flute, it's not slow anymore. You go do it, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure why he's waiting.
Oh, maybe he's going there now. Ah, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna fake flipper and then just save and quit back to the mountain.
Oh no, he is going to Ice Red Cave.
You think he would? Maybe he's not gonna go all the way to Zora. I don't know. Maybe he just now remembered this. Maybe he won't be fake flippering. I know P-Train's a big fan of like fake flippering just to hobo and then being done. As am I, for that matter. But I wouldn't do it right here. No, yeah, this is fake flipper. I just think if he's gonna take the time to fake flipper to hobo, he might as well Houlihan and do Zora too, right? Oh, he's not even going. Yeah, he's just gonna grab Waterfall Fairy. This is just extra checks. I disagree with this. I hard disagree with this.
I actually disagree with this as well. I always, in the off chance I do decide to fake flipper, I will always fake flipper to hobo.
Oh, he's probably gonna go to hobo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, now he's going to Zora because he got money. Wow, lucky! What a lucky duck you are, P-Train. Oh my god.
He gets bailed out.
No, so like this, what he was doing here with these fake flipper checks, it's not a. It's contrary to the way we typically treat sequence breaking. Like sequence breaking is most often used to make the game more efficient. You know, like you do the dark rooms in pod because it's more efficient than coming back here later. You climb the mountain because it's more efficient than doing a bunch of one-offs. But to fake flipper right here in this position is like, maybe there's something good over here. You know, it's like I'm just trying to get items. And he was going to orphan Zora. It's just complete chance that he got the rupees to do Zora. And now Hobo's a little more annoying to go do later. He might be able to mirror over to it from the Dark World, but there's no guarantee of that.
I do want to point out that we did see an ice rod on Zora Ledge.
Yeah, which P-Train was not able to get with this current equipment.
Yep, no webbed feet and no method of being able to splash delete.
But with the fake flipper checks, Pennyroyal Oil takes the lead on new checks. So all eyes on the left side as we wait for this hammer to show up. Well, it's not Firelock. That might be bad. We kind of wanted it to be Firelock just so we can get the magic refill. And while nobody likes doing hair basement, in this situation, you can be assured that your opponent will not be hair botting, so there's no harm in it. Oh, it is cold stare. All right, well, if we get a small key, we can still go to the basement.
Yeah.
That's a hook shot. Okay, well, it gets us East of Mountain. And Pennyroyal knows Cold Stare ain't happening right now, so let's leave. And just to be completely amusing, it was Cold Stare, and Cold Stare did in fact have the small key. Yeah, now they can hair pot. So, unfortunately for Cold Stare, we need 8 fire rod shots just to break the ice. Oh my god, P-Train, you were so lucky! So lucky.
He keeps getting bailed out. This is funny.
Where are we going? Oh, he wants the hearts. Yeah. Well, is he lucky though? Is it lucky to get to fight Cold Stare? As long as you don't die, right?
As long as you don't die or fall.
Oh, Bombos is really nice for Pennyroyal Oil if you can get a magic refill.
Yeah, Bombos is definitely a lot better to deal with Cold Stare than depleting your entire magic bar.
Didn't find Dark World access though in Paradox Cave. If you fall off, you do have to start the fight completely over. Yes. All right, P-Train tried to dupe the fire rod shots, but the ice got him. Didn't even get that first one. Oh, and he misses the spin. Okay, well, it's all horrible from here. This is what getting the lucky magic drop gets you. A massive sword Cold Stare fight on Moldorm's platform. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Alright, well, he can't take any more damage. I think the icicles do 1 heart on Blue Mill, so he can take a hit from that, I guess. But you get hit by an icicle, you probably get hit by a Cold Stare right after. Oh, takes 1 out, that's good. Definitely simplify. Oh! Just let go of B a little too late. And unfortunately, he doesn't have any way to refill his magic. He can go kill those enemies again, I guess, and get drops that way. And Pennyroyal Oil going to Aga. This is honestly, this is most likely. It's way more likely that this is the answer than Hair Basement. With the hook shot plus the glove, we can now get across the river. So earlier when I asked you, all right, so we kill Aga, now what? You have an answer for me.
Yeah. We can now do a lot of things in West Dark World.
Northwest and south.
All 4 corners.
I mean, pod still sucks, so.
Yeah.
So maybe that magic for P-Train wasn't that lucky after all. Because I mean, all it did was cost him time, right? Oh, there's Bobos. I sure would have liked to see that earlier. Is something I would say, but P-Train would never. Sometimes I like to project my own personality onto the runners.
Just will things into
existence.
Like
often we get to the interview and I'm like, oh man, were you totally peeved when this happened? They're like, no, I didn't really notice that at all. Were you feeling behind right here? No, I thought it was a pretty good seed. Frickin' rando runners. But yeah, at this point, Pennyroyal Oil definitely with advantage moving forward. They've done all the same checks, and Pennyroyal Oil is quite a bit ahead into Aga Tower. Well, except for the flipper checks. Pennyroyal Oil did not do the flipper checks.
Yeah, and there wasn't even... Well, we didn't do Hobo, but there wasn't even anything worth our time with the flipper checks anyway.
Yeah, P-Train not gonna refight Cold Stare here. Also going to Aga Tower. Is this why I frequently do well when I'm behind? That's a misconception. The truth is I always feel behind, and you're just only remembering the times when I end up doing well.
Alright, Aga 1. First attack is always a energy ball. These next 3 are 50-50.
Time for dinner. Oh, nice magic drop for P-Train. Now you can go fight Cold Stare again. I mean, he'd win on the refight though, because he's got the Bombos medallion. He probably would have won if he didn't lose his sword beam so quickly. Like if he had been able to dupe like 4 of those shots. It makes a big difference to just immediately kill even just one of the puffs. Is it over yet? Oh my god.
Alright, 4 blue balls? Yep, so
Okay.
it's 4.
No, it was 3. He died on the first hit of that cycle, so it was 3. What? That's how math works.
Okay, so well, I don't think we'll be getting that sword on library because there's the tempered sword.
I mean, we'll grab it if it's like super convenient, but nobody's gonna go that far out of their way. Don't go to pod. Thank you. Okay. I mean, Pennyroyal Oil has I watched their game 1, and he had a tendency to make plays that maybe not everyone would make, and I think going into pod right here would be a play like that. But instead, we're going to go up to Catfish. Catfish is a pretty easy decision to make after killing Aga, because like if you don't do it right here, when would you ever?
Yeah,
unfortunately, we don't really have anything good for splash deleting. Yeah, not even gonna mirror over. I mean, he could have like mirrored over and walked to Zora and looked at the ledge, I guess, but that's pretty slow when you can't do the flipper checks.
Yep.
Although it might have worked out, you know, because then he'd know about the ice rod at least.
Yeah, we could probably. I mean, we're probably going to encounter a Trinex.
We don't have to worry too much about the ice rod though, because Pennyroyal Oil hasn't done any flipper checks. So like as soon as you get the flippers, that's your best play, yeah. And he'll get the ice rod whenever that happens. All right, now we head into not that way. There you go, into North Dark World, and we can grab not that way. Nope. Okay, you've played this game before. To Graveyard Ledge. Although this is the super slow way to get to Graveyard Ledge, because we don't have boots or mitts. So maybe he hasn't gone this way before. Maybe he always waits for mitts and boots.
I've definitely been confused going the super slow way more than once, and unfortunately, Graveyard Ledge was nothing.
Yeah, but like it's not like P-Train's gonna skip that.
Yeah.
Skipping any checks, honestly, after you kill Aga is crazy, because the only thing we need to make this seed not terrible is a way to get to the Dark World other than that Aga portal. And if you leave anything behind on this route, the only way back is to come all the way from the pyramid.
Which that is slow.
I don't think you don't have to say it's slow. Cause I did an affectation. I said all the way. That's the implication,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's like saying ow, that hurt. You know? It's like, well, yeah, you just said ow, I know it hurts. You have to do both. I get it.
I love this comment in chat. Learning English as a spoken language with Koi and Jaxie. Okay, pot is a crystal and ice is a 5/6 from what I saw on P-Train's side.
I'll take your word for it. I don't believe we have the compass for this dungeon, but we're going to go straight to the boss anyway.
And hope to God it's not Vitreous.
What can we not kill? Trinex.
The Trinex can't be here.
Is that it? We can do everything else, right?
I think so.
All right. Well, this is easy play then. Grab this small key from the Gibdo. Might have wanted the heart under the pot. I don't know what we're gonna find here. Vitreous would be terrible. Blind is also kind of terrible.
I mean, any boss.
I mean, it's hard enough to dodge like fireballs normally, but to do it on the conveyor, it's kind of annoying. And when he's on the top like that, you just can't touch him at all.
I mean, pretty much any boss in this arena is kind of annoying, except for Moldorm.
Well, every boss in this arena is the worst version of that boss, but they're not all equally terrible. Nicely done.
10 arrows. And a crystal.
Hey.
So first blood drawn by Pennyroyal Oil at 3540.
That was really dangerous what Patreon just did when he walked past the pit. Normally you go around the pit and cut the bush out of the way, but he went to the right side of the pit and he slashed the ropa out of the way. The thing is, like, if you mistime your slash on the ropa, you fall. And falling would be very bad because you only have access to one chest, and it's not guaranteed to be a key to get out of that room. All right, P-Train wanting to check a few more checks before committing to the boss here. Yeah, Trinex specifically cannot be in Mothula's room. He's too fat. You know, not to fat shame Trinex. You know, he's a big boy, and that's okay. But practically, he just doesn't fit.
So we found a red cane, which I don't think that, well, there's the shovel as well.
It does literally nothing for us.
Yeah, it does nothing.
It'll do things later, but for now, it's nothing. It would make getting the vanilla big key chest easier, but we already did that. Oh, P-Train not even going to go to the boss. That is surprising. That's really surprising. Because it's in logic. You can kill every boss that's there. So the only downside is if it happens to be a pendant. But even if it's a pendant, it could still drop your hammer or something.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked he's not going to the back.
Yeah,
it's not gonna punish him too bad because we saw it from Pennyroyal Oil, but it's surprising.
Yeah. Probably gonna put it off to later, but like I agree with you. I don't understand why you don't just do it right now.
I mean, I really think the only concern is whether or not it's a pendant or a crystal. I just think looking for Dark World access outweighs that. Yeah, we do our first bottle, and with the mirror in hand, we can even get Sick Kid right now. Yeah, our runners are lockstep now. Since Speedtrain skipped that. Are you gonna mirror? Not gonna mirror. At least to be. Now we're gonna mirror. Okay, we remembered. Pennyroyal Oil forgot though.
Hopefully he remembers. It would be a little bit. Well, I mean, it's not the most awkward thing to do, but I don't know. Whenever I'm routing, it feels weird for me to just walk somewhere and then walk back to another location when I've already walked in the opposite direction.
He remembers now. Okay, it's a kid for both. I'm sure they would like to fill this bottle with something, but unfortunately... Oh wait, no, they can because the mirror. Haha. Yeah, they could buy a red potion in the Kakariko shop. They can't get to the Village of Outcast shop, is what I was gonna say, because they don't have a hammer.
Hey, here's a compass for the dungeon whose boss you just killed. And it's Moldorm for Thieves Town.
Well, that's easy. You think P-Train will skip it?
I don't think you skip that.
Where was the Compass of Thieves? Was that in Back of Skull?
Yes. It was in the bridge chest.
Well, that's amusing. Because P-Train's missing it. He doesn't have this information that it's going to be Moldorm. So typically here, you would just kill the boss first. Yeah. And P-Train goes, whew, at least it's not Trinex. And remembers, it's the middle of the room. Pennyroyal Oil not even going to kill the boss, even though he knows it's Moldorm. What? What? Why? Why? Why?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Why wouldn't you kill the boss? It takes like 2 seconds. Okay, well, it didn't have progression, but it was a crystal, so alright, sure. Yeah, you don't have the hammer to do the back, but like you can go to the boss without going to the back because it's boss shuffle. Like those are separate routes in boss shuffle. Look, I just want everyone to route in a way that I can understand. It doesn't have to be the way that I would route. I just want to understand. I just want to get it. I want to be a part of the club. Yeah, they've that's a good way to put it. They have both inexplicably, it is unexplainable why they both skipped a boss, and they skipped a different boss from each other.
Yeah, Pennyroyal skipped the TT boss.
Skullwoods is less inexplicable? I don't think so. I mean, doing Skullwoods makes more sense than doing Thieves Town. I would say. Like, because we can kill every boss there. We have the Tempered Sword and Blue Mail, so we're not scared of any boss there. And we're coming from the pyramid, so skipping anything is super dangerous. I don't know, I guess Vitreous. Vitreous might be a little scary, even with the Tempered Sword and Blue Mail in Mothula's Arena. But every other boss he shouldn't be scared of. Armos would be very annoying, but it wouldn't take that long because you can just knock him into the spikes.
Yeah, because Mothula is programmed in a way where he doesn't take damage from spikes at the gold store, but other bosses can. Ooh, high mitts.
And there's our mitts. Okay, so both of our runners skip a boss, but it's fine because Darkworld Access was just in Hype Cave, as it always is. So frustrating. Kill Aga and they'd be forced to go all the way around the world. And Penny Royal Oil going straight to Death Mountain. With our mitts, we can now do Dark Death Mountain, and he can fight Cold Stare while he's up there. P-Train's staying in the Dark World here. Where are we going?
Probably the bomb shop to check the 5-6.
Makes sense.
I always forget to do the Sinky Sandy seats.
This one I remember. It's talking to us the hospital I have a hard time with. Ice and Skull. All right, well, if that was what he was waiting for, now he got his information that Skull is a crystal. Now you go straight to Mothula, right? No, okay. Death Mountain, where he can also fight Cold Stare, but for the second time. So far, not anything great up here, but we have a few more checks.
Yeah, we have Hookshot Cave. I was gonna say TR, but we do not have a hammer.
Yeah, and we don't even have to check the medallion because, hey, we got all of them. Compass for pod is helpful for when we get there later. No one's going straight to pod here, though. All right, no help on Dark Death Mountain. Let's go see. What is this? Are we leaving? Oh, we're not doing Cold Stare. I'm sorry. I thought we would go to Cold Stare because there's literally no reason not to, but okay. What was I thinking?
Saving it for last, maybe?
I don't know. Do we even know if it's a pendant or a crystal? Probably don't even know yet.
No.
And you can't do Spike Cave and Ether Tablet, which are kind of in the vicinity as well. So it would be nice to do all that together. Sure. Okay. This skip is less inexplicable than the other two. Is P-Train also going to leave? No. Okay, so P-Train goes after Moldorm. / Cold Stare.
Cold Dorm?
Well, it's Moldorm's arena. Cold Stare is the boss. It makes more sense to call them by their arena names, because there's only one Moldorm arena, but there might be 2 Cold Stares.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
This is going to be a very spicy refight for P-Train. Get his revenge. Ooh, Penny Royal Oil going into Misery Mire. We can get all but one check here. And that one check is the boss. No, wait, we can get the boss. Never mind. We have the cane. I forgot we had the cane. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is full clearable. All right, P-Trade, Cold Stare, fight! Oh, I forgot round 2, fight!
Definitely a much easier fight.
Missed the spin again. That's really annoying. Like, you get used to the timing for his normal room, but fighting him anywhere else, and you're just mostly guessing when to let go with a B. Fire Rod and Tempered Sword, though, yeah, Cold Stare didn't stand a chance. And you're rewarded with the small key!
And a crystal. And there's flippers in Mire.
Do you do Hera Basement?
No.
I don't know. I think I'd do her basement here. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it depends on your, like, there are times where when routing, I'm like, do I want to be extra gambly or do I want to be extremely thorough? And it's in times like this where I'd be like, air basement's not really a great option.
I mean, you know it's an item.
Yeah, that is true.
And you know it's very, very unlikely your opponent did this early. I hope it's something amazing. I hope it's the hammer. Oh, there's Boots, though, in Mire.
Hi, Boots.
Come on, hammer. Come on, hammer!
Uh,
Oh, man. Hammer would have been extra annoying, though, because it would have meant you didn't have to do Aga. Meanwhile, Pennyroyal Oil just picking up the Boots casually in Mire. We still have no information on the crystal pendant situation here, or what the boss is. We did find flippers in here, though. I totally missed that.
yeah.
Where was flippers?
It was in the, whatever the bridge chest, I'll call it. I don't know what that one chest is called.
Wait, the bridge chest?
Sure.
Yeah, it's called the bridge chest.
Okay, good.
You're good. That's the name.
All right. Yeah, so if it is Trinex and this is the crystal, then hard to part double dip, but not really too bad.
I wonder. Well, I mean, double dipping, like to get inside the dungeon isn't bad, but double dipping to go all the way to the boss is.
Yeah.
I wonder if P-Train, upon finding the flippers, will nope out of Mire and go get the ice rod first, just in case.
We are just finding everything in Mire.
Looks like P-Train wants to dip desert first. But for now, Pennyroyal Oil going to the back. We're going to see the boss here. If it's Trinex, this is a feels bad moment. And we are boots locked in Pendant Desert. If only we knew where the boots were.
He's in the right location for them. Just
we got
not
the compass, though. Check the boss. It is Argus. Okay.
I mean, he's in the right location, just the wrong world. He's leaving.
Oh, he's not going to Mire. Shocking. I'm shocked. Yeah, actually, I'm really surprised he's not going to Mire. Because anything he has to do over here is like orphaning stuff. I guess I'll go to the boss of Skullwoods first. Nope. Okay. What are you doing? What is happening? Where are you going?
You're both equally confused. Oh, hi, Trinex.
Oh, I was Trinex. That's so frustrating. So the flippers that we need to get the ice rod were in the dungeon with the boss that we need the ice rod for. Awesome. Yeah, he's doing Smiths. Smiths is fine. It's just weird compared to go kill a boss in Skullwoods or go kill a boss in Mire.
I'll just kill a boss in Mire, but full clear it.
And with the Boots Pennyroyal Oil, we'll be able to do everything here in Desert. Although we know it is a pendant, unfortunately. Can Bo be on pedestal? No. Definitely not. I've never seen that. I'm pretty sure it's not possible.
I mean, a bow could be on bed. We're just not going to get it because.
No, it's not possible. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Look, I've played like 100,000 seeds. Not once has the bow ever been on pedestal. Trust me, I'm a streamer.
I'll take your word.
Okay, now we go Skullwoods, right? Now is the moment. Smith sequence did not help us, and we resort to killing bosses. Nothing in desert either. And Pennyroyal Oil not going to go after the boss of desert. Knows it's a pendant. Just slow. Now what do we do? Flipper checks? Maybe? No? Kingston. Okay. Kingston was fair. Not helpful, but fair. P-Train's still on his unfortunately slow walk to the boss of Skullwoods.
Would have been really helpful if he dipped into Mire. Would have been able to get those boots. Because the longer he doesn't have them, it's just time that he's bleeding.
He'll get them soon, because there's nothing here, right? It's not like he's going to get baited into going somewhere else.
Oh, yeah, no. He's not going to get baited.
And Pennyroyal Oil with the blind lumberjack check. I don't believe there was anything here.
I was.
Yeah, compass. Could be helpful, but probably not, because we're going to have the ice rod before we ever go there. Alright, here's flipper checks. I don't think he's gonna go to Hobo. Oh, no, he is. I don't know, I was thinking, like, because you could do this, like, on the way to Pod, since we have the Aga portal. But getting Hobo out of the way now is not bad, and we actually did not see this from P-Train. So this will be a new check. P-Train successfully takes down Blind in Mothula's room, although forgot about the, the middle of the room. It's really hard to remember.
I'm really curious as to where this hammer is going to be.
I mean, there's lots of different places. Even at this time.
Yeah.
Was hair a pendant or a crystal? I believe it was a crystal.
Yeah, it was a crystal.
Because if it had, I feel like if it had been a pendant, we would have been laughing, and I don't remember laughing.
Yeah, to my knowledge.
All right, after cleaning up all his bosses and some overworld, P-Train now going to full clearable Mire.
Yep.
And Royal Oil sees the ice rod that he wished he had had earlier. But it was not available earlier. You could have splash deleted with the red meringue, but I think the red meringue was locked behind Mire too.
Yeah, I think the red meringue was actually in Kingston.
Ice Palace is not an unlikely place to find this hammer at this point. But I believe there's also an item on the boss of Mire, which Pennyroyal Oil can now do with the ice rod. We haven't seen the back of Thieves Town, some of which is in Logic. I'm not sure if we found the key in Thieves Town, but the Maiden Cell is definitely in Logic.
I wasn't keeping... Okay, someone in chat saying we did.
Way to get the key. Okay, so that's the attic and the maiden cell are both in logic. First chest swamp is available now that we have these flippers. That's horrible. All right, well, Pennyroyal Oil probably here for Smith sequence, but you know, could do Thieves Town as well.
Yeah, P-Train knows where the ice rod is.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that this is Trinex. And I don't believe the compass was in here, so he has to make a choice. Do I gamble that this isn't Trinex and single dip this? Or do I leave, go get the ice rod first, and then come back just in case it was Trinex? He's probably going to stay. Because it's you know, it's way more likely to be a boss that's not named Trinex than one that is named Trinex. And what are the chances that the flippers I need to get the ice rod are in the dungeon with the boss I need the ice rod for? That's never happened. So Pennyroyal Oil coming down here with the purple chest. Coming in the Dark World, I think this means we're going to see First Chest Swamp. Because if you weren't doing First Chest Swamp, you just flute this over, right?
Yeah, this looks like what he's gonna do.
Oh, Mire's a crystal. Oh, where'd we get a map? Yeah, there's not really any other reason to stay in the Dark World here. This has to be Swamp.
I actually think we got
The
that.
plays!
I actually think we got that Mire map in CAC, but I could be wrong.
Oh, we just didn't notice it when Penny was there.
I think I pointed it out. I don't.
You gotta be more assertive, Jaxie. Tell me to shut up every now and then. Just, Coy, shut up! I'm talking!
Oh, my map was Smith? Oh, yeah, that is... Yeah, now I remember. Well, okay, I guess I'm technically right.
And P-Train will be going after the boss here. Unfortunate, but honestly, this makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Isn't that annoying when the worst thing you can do is the thing that makes the most sense to do? It's like, why are you punishing me for being smart, game? Not gonna grab the magic, though. I would grab the magic. Not First Chest Swamp, just a map of this dungeon. Oh, we're getting half magic, I guess. We're going to Ice Palace, too. I wonder if we go Ice Palace.
Ice Palace is certainly a play.
Stays in the Dark World. So, Pod? Like, why else would you stay here, right? It's gotta be Pod.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, Pod's pretty likely to be the answer. P-Train, very upset! Well, I would be upset. P-Train probably takes it all in stride. Because he even knows where the darn ice rod is.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, straight to the flipper checks. Let's go get that ice rod.
Yeah. It's more of an annoyance, if anything.
Alright, so Pod is not an unlikely place for us to find our hammer. Here and Ice Palace are our big ticket checks right now. That and killing Trinex and Mire.
We are not. We can continue.
And with this being map compass shuffle, there are 2 extra items in pod, so that's 7 total. And we're going to see a hover attempt to the right side. This is a very difficult hover. Almost.
Close. I'm going to try that again. Hey. Two small keys on the bow locked side. Looks like Featuring's gonna go back into Mire.
Yeah, very little reason to put this off, you know? Like,
Yeah.
what were we waiting for?
Yeah, like...
If we know it's a crystal.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping you.
I don't think Penny Royal Oil didn't have the information that it was a crystal. Okay, well, he's not coming back. He changed his mind. Okay. Oh, getting a potion first. All right, just in case potion. And still nothing in pod yet. I wasn't watching the keys and stuff. Did we do the right side in pod?
The left side? Yeah, Penny Royal helped to it.
Do you remember what was there?
2 small keys.
Oh, 2 small. Okay, so that means that the Dark Maze is bow locked. But it doesn't really matter because there was nothing here. Pod, not the answer today.
What a surprise.
All right, and now we go clear up some of those bosses we didn't want to do earlier. Penny Royal Oil initially put off this boss because he just straight up didn't have enough magic, and then he chose not to do it later on when he was on Dark Death Mountain, presumably because he wanted to get these other checks near it as well. That hasn't happened, so now we're back for the 3rd time to fight Cold Stare. And we're getting dead rocked. Oh my god.
The biggest enemy in this game, dead rocks. TR is the answer. We cannot get into TR because we don't have a hammer.
Alright, try an X. Round 2. This time with an ice rod. Nicely done from P-Train. Penny Royal Oil gonna have an easy time here with Cold Stare with that half magic. And Trinex, what do you got for us? Something good? A hammer? A key. Okay. Oh, I guess we knew it was a key, huh?
Yeah.
If we'd been paying attention. Imagine that. Imagine paying attention to anything in this game.
That's why we have trackers.
They don't track the keys, though. Okay, well.
So it's looking like ice is our answer.
Ice looking pretty good, yeah. We're back at Thieves. Patreon's gonna go pod, though, because pod makes more sense than ice. Unfortunate, but true.
Guys, yeah, we've done everything that we can currently do in Swamp because everything else in Swamp is gated by a hammer.
Womp womp. Poor hair basement. Never anything good. Unless you skip it. Okay, now where are we going? Now it's Ice Palace, right? Or Thieves Town. Thieves Town more likely for Penny. Okay, Trinex, sure.
I mean, you can do it. There's no reason not to. But we do know.
Well, he has the reason not to, because he didn't know if this was Crystal or
Yeah.
Crystal or Pendant.
But now you will know.
And a right side hover from P-Train as well.
Yeah, Penny did pod already. Yeah, this is just boss shuffle. No Randomizer other than just bosses.
Well, we're not going to see anything new for a little bit, so everybody feel free to tab out and go follow our runners, P-Train and Penny Royal Oil. How much ice could someone do with no hammer? You can do everything in ice except for one check on the right side and the boss. And then another check on the right side is not in logic, but we can do it with the cane. All the compasses. But I think that's all we have left, right? Is Ice and Thieves?
Yeah, that is, I believe, all that we have left.
When a Trinex comes along, you must spin it. Spin it good. And he's down.
Very easy
And
fight.
P-Train's done.
Yeah.
What now? Where do you go from here? Yeah, P-Train did go to the boss of Mire without the ice rod. It's unfortunate, but it was way more likely to be anything other than than Trinex, right?
P-Train is... Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, P-Train's gonna do desert. Is he gonna kill the boss, though?
Pod's a better play because you can do more of the dungeon. It has more checks, and it's easier to get to. And costs less to double dip. So basically, in every conceivable way, it's better than ice. That doesn't mean it's definitely going to have more progression, and it doesn't mean that our runners have to go there first. Oftentimes, you can win a race by doing the thing that makes less sense, right? Because if everyone does one thing, then you gain an advantage by doing the other thing. Or you can gain an advantage by doing the other thing.
Looks like we are heading back into Thieves.
Yeah, this makes more sense from Penny than it would from P-Train because we have not even seen the boss here for Penny.
Funny thing is, I'm pretty sure Penny checked... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Penny checked
Yeah, he checked the map. He had the compass when P-Train didn't.
He knew full well, oh, hey, I can kill this boss.
And we're gonna go to the back before the boss, okay.
Yeah. Probably just in case the hammer is here.
No, this makes no sense because the hammer could be on the boss.
Except we know it's not.
No, we know it's not. He doesn't know it's not. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like in the event that the hammer was on the boss here and you go to the back first, then you kind of get hosed. But he should have killed the boss on his first trip to the dungeon anyway. So you shouldn't be in this position where you have to choose whether to do the boss or go to the back.
Yeah, I mean, I was as confused as you were when he just
P-Train going to Hobo. Oh, he should have done this on the way to Pod. I guess he forgot.
Yeah. I was just as confused as you were when Penny Royal just up and left Thieves, knowing full well, hey, I can kill Moldorm.
Yeah, it was very surprising to not kill the boss. Like, even if it was a pendant, you know? Like, it's Moldorm. It takes like 2 seconds. Alright, not Hobo, P-Train. Ice, baby. Also not back of Thieves. Alright, so I think that confirms it's Ice Palace, right?
Yeah, Ice is the only thing that's left.
Oh, dude, if there's progression in the Thieves Town big chest, P-Train is in a huge lead instead of just a little lead. Because while he, he's not going to go straight to Thieves Town as soon as he gets the hammer or anything. Going to Thieves Town for P-Train is 3 items, where for Penny it's 1.
Landmo.
Hey, we can kill Lambo. If only we could get to him.
That is not helpful. To be fair.
Well, it's a hammerlock chest. So.
Yeah, it's a hammerlock, so it's like...
Oh, right. We haven't seen the boss of Desert from either runner. It could be Desert still. It's not guaranteed to be Ice. Okay, it's Ice.
There, yeah, it is Ice. I think that...
Never mind.
I think that small key in the one chest kind of... Like, whenever I see a small key in that first chest of Ice, I'm always suspicious of something. And the bow. Okay, wow, okay. So suddenly we're in go mode.
Alright, well, P-Train in a bit of a lead here. But not insurmountable lead.
Yeah, just do Ice Palace. Like, what's the problem with that?
I have no problem. Oh,
My
cute.
God.
Both goes. I have no problem with them not immediately going to ice or anything, right? Like ice is an awful play. You don't want to do that. I would always go pot before ice. However, I disagree with like half of all the things they've done this season.
This is just brewing comedy one after another. Both their plays and just the placement of all the items. P-Train is looking for nothing. Oh yeah, big key, because...
He didn't hit the switch.
Yeah, he didn't hit the switch.
I don't think Penny hit the switch either. Not super surprising, right? Because like you kind of expect a full clear with it being map compass shuffle. Like you're not gonna get to skip anything anyway. It's just, you know, hilarious that they got go mode and right away.
Not just go mode, bows were in the dungeon.
Middle. There you go. He almost didn't do it. All right, well, it's all clean up from here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure...
Wait, do we know where the pendants are?
I think
we're still missing
TR is the last pendant.
You're using what?
I'm pretty sure
Part
that
of
I saw...
divination.
I'm pretty sure I saw a map check. It just wasn't marked on the tracker.
You've been pretty sure about things that were untrue in the past, though. I'm pretty sure we can't fully trust you.
I mean, you know not to trust me by now.
Penny having a little better Lambo fight in Ice Palace.
Yeah, it's about a minute difference between P-Train and Penny Royal. And P-Train does not have the map because the map was in that chest that he just skipped.
It's pretty likely you were right about the Turtle Rock map being available. We would have seen a map check after go mode, just to see real quick if they didn't already know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, chat's also saying that it was TR.
Well, I trust chat even less than I trust you.
We're just learning new things every day.
It goes from most trustworthy to least trustworthy. It goes the tracker, the runners, then you, my co-com, and then chat, and then myself. Oh, we're headed to simultaneous boss fights. Well, close. I think P-Train will get to his boss before Penny does. Yeah. Modula.
Yeah, this is a joke fight.
Middle. Oh, he forgot. He forgot.
You would think after...
He's been doing so well.
You would think after 5 crystals, he would realize, oh, hey, right, it's the middle.
Muscle memory is very difficult to break.
Truth.
Mold arm number 2.
Hey, there's one of her 3
Penny
bears.
remembered.
Yep.
He was too low, though. That's nitpicking. Is it so much to expect the runners to be perfect? All right, they're swapping bosses.
Not perfect reset. That's just NMG.
Well, I only expect you to be perfect, Eric, because you're usually perfect. Actually, I typically, when I talk about stuff like this, I usually use Eri as the example of how no one is perfect. Because even if someone like Eri, if Eri can make a mistake, then anyone can make a mistake. Pre-train just a couple more rooms to get his 6th crystal. No, wait. 7th crystal. I miscounted.
Yes, that would be a 7.
What's the safest route to not get burned in GT? It depends on what your opponent does, I guess, right? Like, your safest route is going to be whatever your opponent did. In that case, I guess your question would be, what's the most popular route in GT? In which case, I would say it is Compass and then go right. And then Mirror after... Or, I'm sorry. Stalfos Room and then go right and Mirror after Compass.
Alright. Well, that's P-Train's 7th crystal. Koi, I'm seeing numbers in chat. Do you want to explain what's going on here?
Okay, so a number is a character that we use to represent an amount. For example, if I wanted to know how many oranges you had, you would give me a number as a reply to represent that amount. It's really hard to explain numbers. How do you learn this in school? Anyway, like when you're a little kid, how do they explain it to a little kid in a way that makes any sense at all?
Okay.
It's like I'm like, how do you explain a number without using the word numbers?
There's 22 locations in Ganon's Tower. One of them is going to contain the big key that both our runners need to finish the seed. If you want to take a guess, 1 through 22, the person who guesses the exact number first or is closest gets a free shout out.
I am shocked that anybody knows what numbers are. I don't even understand. A system for quantitative systemization. And 4-year-olds understand this. From a puppet vampire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Wait, I skipped a number.
Wait, we are in GT. P-Train is going left. Presumably going to do Dark Magician. That's what he usually does.
Friends are sometimes real, sometimes imaginary. Have you seen Matthew Perry? That guy is very real.
Alright, we didn't find it on the torch, we didn't find it in Stalfo's room, so now we are going to the right. 6, 7.
Do we know who first started bailing on Stalfos right after Compass? So Dark Magician historically meant to go to Stalfos room first, and then go all the way to Ice Armos on the right side. And I don't think anybody started mirroring after Compass Room until after PKR started doing a weird back and forth route where she'd do Hope Room and then Stalfos Room and then Compass Room and then Rando Room and then Ice Armos. So what exists now, what people typically do, which is normally called Dark Magician, is kind of like a combination of those two ideas. So it's often called Pink Magician, but that's fallen out of favor because nobody actually does the true Dark Magician anymore, so you can just call this Dark Magician and nobody's confused.
Not on the right side, so going back to the left.
Why is it called Dark Magician? Because the runner who started that trend of doing Stalfos into Ice Armos was called Dark Magician. It was just an old runner.
What I heard, at least when it came to that, was that the only reason he did that is because he just really hated doing Stalfos room.
Yeah, he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to kill the Stalfos. Anyway, but that's why, like, in the spoiler log, that Stalfos room is sometimes called DM's room. Although they might have changed that.
I think that is still called Dark Magician's room. Alright, 14, we get a cape. 15, 20 rupees. 16 is the big key.
See, this is why you should always rando rush. Nobody believes me. Rando rush is actually the best route. Unless it's in Hope Room, and then you're sad.
So shoutouts to IR Shiny for being the first person to correctly guess 16.
Alright, P-Train beginning the climb. Penny still looking for that big key. You should guess the chest instead. Well, that would just be difficult. And then you get lazy people who are like, oh yeah, one of the ones in Rando Room, and they think they can get a 4 for 1. And there it is, Penny Royal Oil with the big key, now going to start his own climb. Behind P-Train, though, and there's really not enough game left to make a lead. So unless something critically horrible happens to P-Train, This is his own race to win here.
Yeah. It's still anyone's game, because anything could happen.
I know what you mean. I don't know. I always find that to be kind of like rude to the runners. Like I trust P-Train to not make any of those critical errors.
The same as well. But I mean, it doesn't mean that like they don't happen.
Do we know who will be in Moldorm 2's room? We do not know.
And unfortunately, the compass for GP in Boss Shuffle is actually useless. It does not reveal the information about the bosses that you will find in the dungeon. The only thing that you'll see from that is just a icon of Aga.
You know, I like to think that they just don't have a way to show us those other bosses. Like they have to make it the final boss, and they would do it if they could. But I know the truth is they think this is funnier. Developers, why do they hate the players so much?
Almasaur. But it doesn't matter because we're just gonna hover.
No!
Oh.
That tail swipe though. Oh, not going for round 2. He was lucky the tail swipe didn't get him right there. Well, this is a place where Pennyroyal Oil could make up some time. It's just not enough time.
Yeah, I mean, Pennyroyal can gain a little time back if they hover and get it on the first attempt.
I'm not even gonna attempt the hover.
Ooh.
Hammers are typically faster than bombs for Helmosaur King, but on this particular platform, hammers are very frustrating.
Alright, Agatu is down for P-Train.
There you go, nice fight from Penny. Oh my god. He had a potion. He's fine. He got the 1-in-1. It just wasn't clean. So it's like you didn't lose time, you only lost health. It's fine, right?
Now hope that Ganon warps are gonna be to us. Ganon,
Wow.
can you please stop warping?
Ganon. Oh, Ganon. Oh,
Oh my
Ganon. Oh, Ganon.
Thank you.
I knew a pig. He never stopped warping. Oh no, silver is my only weakness, except for spinning with the Master Sword or better. Nice
Very
triple.
nice triple. And P-Train finishes in first place with a race time.gg time of 1:39:34. Get your GGs in chat.
Yeah, he takes the series. Moving on to the round of 16. Unfortunately, this is the end for Penny Royal Oil, but good showing to take P-Train to game 3. Definitely. We're joined by P-Train. Penny Royal Oil will be here momentarily, though. But we can ask you, no second try hover? I'm disappointed.
Dude, if you knew how sketchy the first try hover was...
I saw that tail swipe. That tail swipe was so close.
Oh, man. I was just nerves. You know, this being game 3, and I didn't feel particularly good about my routing. Didn't feel good about my execution. But with Hammer and Ice, you never know, right?
Yeah.
So... Never a good feeling climbing the gauntlet, just expecting your opponent to die done at any point.
Were you staring at the race room?
Oh, yeah.
I know some people like to keep it hidden because they find it distracting. I find it distracting more so when I can't see it, and it's all I can think about.
Yeah, once I have no skin in the game, I don't like to keep racing. So, especially on a seed like this, where I didn't have particular fun with it anyways, if my opponent finishes, catch the snitch, just in the game.
And Penny Royal Oil does take out Ganon and finishes the seed just a little bit behind P-Train.
Yep. GG's all around. Penny Royal Oil finishes with a race time.gg time of 1:41:11.
Yeah, I mean, it ends up being pretty close, less than 2 minutes apart. Usually, like, I did something wrong, it's like 6 minutes, but 2 minutes is just like little things that added up. And we're joined by Penny Royal Oil as well. GG.
GG. Congratulations on the win, P-Train.
Thank you. Man, what a series we've had with these seeds.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
I don't know that I've enjoyed any seed that we've raced.
Come on, it's not so bad. Just terrible item locations in every single one.
So I think
my main thing, I didn't want inverted, but after playing this, I'm like, inverted may not be that bad because these seeds clearly aren't that good anyways.
So I think that the hammer being in Ice Palace, you guys were gonna converge there eventually, right? Like, Ice Palace was always the worst place to go. But you took completely different routes to get there. When you went to Mire, when you went to the Boss of Skull, when you went to Thieves, you guys did completely different things throughout the whole seed. So the very first skip was you didn't go to the Boss of Skullwoods, P-Train. What was that about?
Well, I had already taken one death to a boss. So that
you
was
were just worried about it.
Which, by the way, I call BS on that death. I felt like that puff was nowhere near me. Like, when I died, it literally shocked me. Because I was like, he wasn't even close.
I was
shocked. More like a crowd control death. So, yeah, I didn't feel good about that at all. And then with Skullwoods, I already kind of had low health. So, with it being on the conveyor floor, if it was blind, I probably would have been all right, which I'd found out later. But if it was something like Helmasaur or Vitreous, I just didn't want to waste the time walking back there to spend potentially a lot of time on a boss again, just to die.
All right, so right after you didn't kill the boss of Skullwoods, you guys matched up like step for step in Thieves Town, and Penny Royal Oil, you didn't kill Moldorm, and you actually had the compass and knew it was Moldorm. So what was that? We're not worried about that at all.
Kind of leaving it there to give me a reason to come back when I found the hammer for the big chest and the stuff in the back. I figured I might as well just leave it there as extra incentive to make my way back there instead of being like, oh, dungeon's done, leave it forever.
just seemed a little dangerous to skip such a simple boss fight when you don't even have the hammer or the mitts yet. Like, so like your only way to get back there was to come from the pyramid.
Yeah, it was a risk. I
It
don't
was
know if I
a
would take
spicy-
100% of the time.
A
But
spicy skip, to be sure.
I can't remember. So in Randomizer, does the logic for the Thieves Town boss actually change?
I think so.
Yeah, because
mean-
in my
I mean,
mind,
you
I
know
was like,
that
oh, I
the,
have the small key, so the boss
Yeah.
is in logic anyways. But I didn't even know if that was a thing in Boss Shuffle.
I mean, I know they changed their logic to accommodate for like the items you need to fight the bosses, right? Like the Argus, wherever he is,
But
isn't
I
in logic
didn't
without
think
the
it changed
hookshot.
the logic required to access the boss.
I'm not sure about the room itself specifically for that dungeon, because that dungeon's unique. Because the only
Yeah.
reason you need the logic is because of the attic.
Yeah.
But either way,
But,
you guys had the small key in the first floor, so it was in logic no matter what.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why. I mean, it was Moldorm, so no big deal. And there were also 3 items in the back. So I figured, like there's probably a good enough reason to come here. That said, I never came back there.
And you needed to
don't
know what the boss was anyway, because you didn't have the compass at that point.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't.
And then one of you skipped something weird later. I can't remember what.
It was, I mean, I skipped
you
the
both
desert
skipped the
boss.
desert boss. Yeah, I thought that was very unusual when because your choices were dwindling so fast, and you both chose to do Hera Basement, but not the desert boss.
I didn't
Just-
know who the boss was, and
Yeah,
I was
I-
still missing Ice Rod, if I recall, so I didn't want to
Yeah, it
walk
made
all
more
the way back
sense
there and
for-
get try next.
Yeah, because you didn't know about the ice rod yet, but P-Train had the ice rod when he came to desert.
So what had happened?
Okay.
I was kind of tilted over like some minor things. Like number one, just not having a hammer for like an hour plus was awful. It's kind of frying my brain, like figuring out what I can do and how I can get where I need to go, and I can access this dungeon, but I can only do a few things. Is it even worth it? Like that kind of stuff. And then I almost ditched Mire to go get the ice rod and then come back to Mire, just in case. But I was like, but if it's anything other than Trinex, that's probably like just a waste of time. And then it's Trinex. So I felt really bad about that.
Yeah.
So did some checks and then came back, meant to get potions, forgot to get potions. Did Mire, still no hammer. Let's go to Pod. Pod's Moldorm. Awesome. I can kill Moldorm. And then I forget that I can't actually, even though I can kill Moldorm, I can't actually access Moldorm. So I was annoyed about that. And then in my lamenting that, oh, you couldn't kill the boss. You couldn't kill the boss. When I'm in desert, I completely forget that I actually can kill the boss.
Oh my gosh.
So I just dipped and left Argus, even though I could have killed him. I was like, well, not getting that.
So if you had been in a clearer state of mind, that would have been something you did.
I mean, I felt like you should at that point, because again, like hammerless ice isn't exactly appealing.
Yeah.
But that said, I mean, it's a long walk back there to Argus for a pendant boss that you may not even need. And especially with Icebreaker, you could probably get through the first chest of ice like as quickly as you can get to the Argus item. The only difference is that you're never ever coming back for the Argus item, right? So I didn't feel terrible leaving it, especially after finding the hammer in both bows. I was like, you know what? I guess we'll be
Got me.
okay.
You're in go mode, so
I'll forgive myself.
yeah. Other than that, you guys had I mean, like you're like I said, you're bottlenecked by Ice Palace, and nobody made the big gamble to go to Ice Palace super early.
I was very close before Hera and Thieves Town back. I was thinking, maybe I should just dive ice, do the dumb thing. No, that's dumb. Do the smart things.
Yeah, honestly, I was legitimately worried about that because, like specifically like diving swamp when you did in our first race, I believe it was, and just like some of the other stuff, like watching back, like watching your decisions, I'm like, he strikes me as someone who would do ice early. But do I want to do it just because I thought you did it? It's like if I do it, I want to do it because I think it's the best play, not necessarily because my opponent. That said, I did Eastern super early and didn't even feel bad about it because I'm like, both races. He's done early Eastern. I'm not falling for that again.
Ironically,
But yeah, early ice felt a little weird to do just because I thought my opponent might have done it. So I was still kind of late to the party there.
Eastern wasn't that early. Like, all you had left in logic was Zora. I guess you could have gone up to Hera, but boss shuffle. Oh, you didn't do Ice Rock
actually
Cave.
kind of late on my Life World docket today, oddly enough.
I forgot you had skipped Ice Rock Cave before Eastern.
Yeah, that's something I've been trying out. Just routing Mini Moldrum Cave to Agena and then trying to clean up Ice Rod Cave later, maybe with better items. Like combo it like with flippers and Hobo later, or maybe Flute and Boots in a perfect situation. So far so good.
I was surprised
really
you
burned on it.
I was surprised you fake flippered right there.
Well, I mean, at that point it was looking like an Agassiz. So
Yeah,
I was
but, like,
hoping
you
that
could have,
maybe I could circumvent the Aga
Well,
one.
no, I'm surprised you fake flipper without money. Is what I meant to say.
Oh, well, I mean,
because
my
Zora
plan was to do.
Zora wasn't logic.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like,
do the. I was gonna do the waterfall cave, scout the Zora ledge item, and then go back for Hobo. That was my planned route.
Yeah,
And then I got
that's
the
what I'm
Rupee
saying.
Horde in waterfall cave. And at that point, Zora. Like I had to go to Zora.
Because you that's what I'm saying though, because like I was surprised that you fake flippered with the intention of doing the 4 out of logic checks and not the 1 in logic check. Like I mean, I guess you could have Houlihan to have the money.
Yeah, I mean,
first.
but yeah, I was about to say beforehand I didn't have the money to do Zora, so it just wasn't really a consideration.
So I would have expected you to stay on in logic checks and hope to find money on the way if you did a Houlihan. So I was surprised that you were going to orphan the 1 in logic check in that area.
Yeah,
because you hate that you got the rupees on the way. That was just super lucky.
Yeah, I hate swimming to Hobo and then swimming back to Zora. That's one of my least favorite things to do in the game. Second to checking Spike Cave. So I was like, yeah,
what?
I'll just
Not
do the
Mirrorless
wall.
Smiths? I always say Mirrorless Smiths when people ask me the worst.
I honestly think I'd rather do Mirrorless Smiths than Spike Cave. I'm not even joking about that.
I'm with you.
Because everyone else hates Mirrorless Smiths, so sometimes you can kind of get a
Hey, that's why
advantage with that one.
That's why I do Rando Rush in GT, because everyone else doesn't do it.
But yeah, GG's Penny Royal, man. This was a good series.
Yeah, it was. I honestly probably should have spent more time practicing, but Final Fantasy XIV has become my main game, and I've been job searching the past couple weeks, so it hasn't been very conducive to me practicing. I'm shocked I made it this far, and I'm glad that by now I'm at least back to enough where I gave you a decent fight.
Yeah, I was legit scared coming into this game 3. You come in, any game could be the last because it's rando, but you never want it to be. And I was legit nervous. I was like, oh man, I hope I come out with the win. At the same time, I want it to be a close race. Unlike our first race, which kind of ended up being a blowout on my end because I got blown out. I think is how you say it, but I'm glad this was close. I'm glad it was a good game 3. As bad as the seed was, I'm glad it was a good race. And yeah, GG's, man. I wish you the best in Rando and your job search and all the other stuff you got going on. Final Fantasy XIV.
Agreed, and right back at you. Hope you kick some butt in the remainder of the tournament.
We'll do my best.
Well, it was certainly a fun one to watch.
Well, thank you so much to both of our runners, P-Train and Penny Royal Oil. P-Train, good luck, and Penny, good luck as well. But I think we're done. I think we did it. We covered everything.
Yeah.
I'll add one more thing to cover and just say thank you guys for the restream as always, the commentary, the tracking, all that good stuff. It's always appreciated the work our volunteers put in for this tournament.
Our pleasure.
Yep. Okay, so looking at the schedule, we have coming up in 6 minutes over on SpeedGaming 2, Iker versus Obscure Lifeform. And that is going to be it. There's also at the match that is in progress right now. Talthar versus Zero Rush over on SpeedGaming 4. That being said, that is it for the tournament in terms of matches left. Be sure to follow our runners, P-Train and Penny Royal Oil. Their Twitch links are in chat. And if you want, you can drop myself and Koi a follow as well if you liked what you saw. As well as our tracker as well, D2 Kemps.
Yes, thank you for the tracking. And thanks for the co-coms, Jaxie. All right, guys, we're done here. Have a wonderful evening and happy randos for all.
See you next